By the way, this has him rising on a Wednesday. Now, his descent down the escalator, which is his death, he's descending. 3/163. He rises on day 3/165 of that. And we know that the list of prime numbers, Wikipedia, your 65th prime number is 313. So I like that. But No Time to Die, Billie Eilish. Y'all, he goes down on February 12th. Her song was released on February 13th, 2020. She's saying, this is no time to die. It's no time to die, right? On the day after his death. The song was released by Billie Eilish, 2/13/2020. It is 3 years, 11 months, 30 days. It's 311 code in both directions. Goodness gracious. Direct hit. Comes escalator descent, 8 years, 7 months, 27 days to descent day. 7 months, 27 days, 727, the length of I Pet Goat. Batman Begins is 187 on the 187 day. 18 years, 7 months on the rising day. 6818, again, 818, Back to the Future code. That was the real time on the clocks when they were set to 7:53. They were 25 minutes off. It's 187 in 30 days on the rising day. That is Batman Begins. May 8th, 1963, which is when James Bond begins. It's 2/2/197. We know 97th verse is the opening of the first seal, which next verse is the crowning white horse. The first Q drop, of course, was on the Gateway Arch date. And to the rising day, it's a perfect 2,300 even. $22.98. Wow, the first Q drop. The Sam Smith song, this would have to be the Holy Spirit involved in this, of course, from A to Z. But the Sam Smith song, The Writings on the Wall, of course, comes from the book of Daniel, which was my Bible study for today in the Saturday Bible study. Kingdom being about 80 and made the proclamation concerning him. There it is right there. Made the, and put in command him. Belt is divided on the wanting. So the writing and heart found wanting. This is what the writing is. Thy kingdom is divided. You have no free will ability for an ever. Very good. It's right here. We're going to finish Daniel 5 and get into 6:3. And this is the writing that was written. Mene, tekel. That's the writing on the wall, and this was the writing. This is what was written. Mene, tekel, Upharsin. This is the interpretation of the thing. God have numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting. So that's the writing on the wall that actually did today. So I ran the writing on the wall release date of that song for James Bond's Spectre. It's called Writings on the Wall. And today would have been the day that we figured it out. It would have been the day where the Lord would have given it to us, but it matches the day of today's Bible study. And it is 311 in the days. 3011. So I don't know. What else? By the way, he would be rising on a Wednesday for the TV show Wednesday, and we need to run that date. Apocalypse Now does give us murder code 16340. 34 is murder code 44824. So it's murder for the 48. 48 is Donald Trump. And one of the gematria, I think it's full reduction. I think both of them are full reduction, 34 and 48. That's Apocalypse Now from Cannes Film Festival. So Wednesday to Wednesday. 448. So it's for Donald Trump. And if you look, it's 1 year, 2 months, 22 days. So it's 1222 code. But the most important is 14 months, 22 days. We all through much tribulation enter the kingdom is Acts 14:22, and it's literally pointing. You've opened the book of Revelation on the day that he rises. That's his crowning white horse moment. So again, with the Donald Trump, he is 48 in full reduction. So when it says 448, it's for Donald Trump, the rising day from Wednesday. So that's Wednesday to Wednesday. Wednesday's opening night, November 23rd, 2022. To the Wednesday that he rises, 448. 1 year, 2 months, 22 days. 14 months, 22 days. So it's all types of coding in that one. So Jenna Ortega, who stars in Wednesday, is 7808 on the 86ing day. 21 years, 4 months. 214, the 214th verse is the first time white horse is mentioned in the book of Revelation. It's the 214th verse. It's Revelation 13:3. And to the rising day of the 14th on the Wednesday, 214:18. Again, 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6, but it's 214 code, big time. Alec Baldwin Day of 10/21/2021 is a perfect 2 years, 3 months, 22 days to the 86ing day. 322 heavily coded. That's insane. Batman and the 2022 gigantic Batman movie on March 4th release date. To the 86ing day is a perfect 710 days. 710 is Eve in Jewish gematria. If you go back to the eve of the event, which is the Super Bowl on 2/11, it's a perfect 1 year, 11 months, 7 days for 1117 coded. Do you see what they did there? That is brilliant. Top Gun Maverick is 1818 on the rising day, 1 year, 8 months, 18 days. Remember, 818 is Back to the Future code. The clocks were 7:53, but the actual time was 8:18. And it's a double 18, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6. That's pretty fascinating. Napoleon Dynamite was released or had its Sundance premiere on 1/17/11/7 code, which is the rising day. So we put that to the rising day on Valentine's Day. It's 7333. 7 is the number for cleansing. The book of Revelation is open. 333 code. I mean, goodness gracious alive. Napoleon Dynamite's also June 11th. So let's run that to the 86ing day. 718 code. Porsche 911, Porsche 718. The Dark Knight came out on 7/18 of 2008. 7185. 19 years, 8 months. So everything's lining up perfectly. The 98th verse, if you run it back to the 14th, it's 7187 in the days, which is perfect, perfect, perfect. And it's 19 years, 8 months, 3 days, 98th verse, White Horse verse, the 8 and the 3 is murder code. My goodness. Napoleon Dynamite. Sicario the Beast. 8 years, 8 months, 24 days. On the rising day, it's 8 years, 8 months, 26. So you definitely have your 88 code there. The Hunger Games to the 86ing day is 11/11. So of course, Hunger Games on the rising day. I'm sorry, 11/11 too. Let's just call it a night after this direct hit. And so when One World Trade Tower was open, which means the Antichrist is birthed, to his rising day of 214, it is 9 years, 311, 3 months, 11 days. Perfect. That's just perfect. And we can just call it a night on that one, can't we? All right, love you.